Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shameika and this is Check the Rhymes. I'm super excited that you're here, but first make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon in case you want to be notified whenever I upload a video, and make sure that you like, share, comment, because that helps me out. And if you miss the content over here, you can check me out at my amazing media partner, sweet929.tv. Now that the housekeeping is out of the way, I cannot wait to jump into today's show. Joining me today are the co-stars of the hit series Tyler Perry's Sistas. I've got Mignon and Novi Brown joining me to talk about the season finale, which airs on BET on April 29th at 9 o'clock. They're going to give us a little bit of tea on that and talk about, their characters and their evolution. So you don't want to miss this. Stay tuned. Thank you both for joining me on Check the Rhymes. How are you today?
Wonderful, Shameika. How are you?
Yes. I'm so excited to be chatting with y'all. Even though I know I just said that a second ago, I'm still excited.
Yeah, so are we. Thank you so much for having us.
So you've got to tell me, any little detail that you can give me on what we can expect on the Sisters finale tomorrow night.
I could say bold moves will be made. I will say the characters are gonna. You think you know the characters, but they're definitely gonna make choices on this last episode that you wouldn't have thought they made.
Oh, okay. That sounds very intriguing and very I need more. Can you give me any more?
Well, somebody's gonna pop some bottles. Somebody's gonna break some bottles.
Okay.
Over the back of somebody's head. Listen, we don't know, okay? And it's not the person you think. That's the thing. It's not who you think. Everybody thinks it's one person. They're always blaming for stuff, but
well,
that's
that.
Well, you know what? That seems to be the thing with any Tyler Perry production. It never ends up the way you think it's going to end up. It's always some kind of twist or something, and you're like, wait, I didn't see that coming.
And honestly, I just really, what I love about it is that it's so real to life. Look at what we're doing now. We had no clue. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I love about working with him. He really keeps you on your feet. You think you know what's going to happen. You think you know how the character's going to react. Oh, no. Because then he'll put the character in a specific situation. And honestly, just like any of us human beings, we don't know how we're going to react until we're in that crisis. So I love that about it as an actor. You're not just put into one box. It feels that way sometimes because other people are telling you, but you guys got to remember as well, this is a short period of time that the show is actually taking place over. So it's not taking place over a year or 2 years, it's taking place over a few weeks. So the decisions that the women are making, sometimes, girl, it takes us a couple months to get it together. And that's just
Exactly. Or, sometimes it does take, a split second to be like, you know what, I'm going to switch and go this way instead or go this way. So, so speaking of that, if you could give your character any advice from your real self, what would it be?
Love that question. Yeah, that's a good one.
Mine for Danni is kind of easy. It's like, girl, worry about yourself. Put some of that energy. And Danni's starting to see that. I mean, if you've been keeping up, she's really starting to kind of tend to her own life. But the energy she directs and gives away to other people, she really could be pouring into herself so that she can actualize a lot of that potential. I mean, if you watch the show, Danni's kind of a supervisor and she's also an underachiever at the same time. So she just obviously lives into this state of paradox, but she could actualize more of that potential and tap into that well if she just, gave more of it to herself rather than to her friends.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like Sabrina and Danni are the same side of different sides of the same coin. You know what I'm saying? Danni's just very honest about it, and Sabrina just wants everybody to get along, please. You know what I'm saying? So it's very much that, and I'll just piggyback off what Mignon is saying. I would absolutely give the same advice to Sabrina, and I would just say it's easier to get wrapped up in other people's lives than to get wrapped up in your own. It's easier to make adjustments to other people and what they're doing, because to do the work for yourself is so much harder. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like it would And we all do it. We all do it. It's a form of escapism. It's a form of kind of turning our problems off. You know what I'm saying? And seeing if we can even find the light through somebody else. So sometimes it's a process. You know, sometimes it's a process. Sometimes you have to see your friends go through it so you can realize, oh my God, that's what I'm doing in my life. And that's where Andy and Karen are so close, because they're doing similar, like, breaking of the pact. They made a pact to themselves that they wouldn't break, and now they're breaking it. So they have to understand and rectify that, and that's why they're so close. And now Danni and Sabrina feel left out because they're not telling the girls what's going on. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just that's where all their energy is directed. And then you have Cowboy coming at Danni, and Danni is kind of paying attention to this guy who really likes her, and you know what I'm saying? And Sabrina has Calvin, and Calvin really likes her, and it's just, why do you care about your girlfriend's opinion so much when you feel so good? So, yeah, it's the same conversation what Mignon was saying, and just stepping back from other people's lives and looking at your own.
Ooh, y'all are loud this morning. I feel like y'all are preaching to me. I'm like, oh, yes, I do that. Well, which character do you think that you relate to the most on a personal level?
Man, I guess it would be my character for me. Danni is, she and I have different ways of expressing ourselves, but like at the core, we both are very similar in that we mean well and we want good for the world, and we're actually very tender-hearted and big-hearted, but sometimes, you know, we got to protect that heart because it is so big and warm and caring. And that's why Danni goes so hard for her friends. She might be a little gruff about it, but she goes so hard because she has that big heart. But the way she does things is really just her imprinting, you know, and the way she's learned how to deal with life through nurture. But her nature is very much so kind, and that's me as well.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I definitely feel like you could rotate between the girls. You know what I'm saying? 1 month you might feel like Angie. 1 month you might feel like Karen. That kind of thing. And Sabrina, I know that at the end of the day, I have Sabrina's hopefulness. I mean, in the group, even the four of us, our relationship, I'm the most hopeful one. You know, I'm like, come on, guys, we can do it. Teamwork. Yeah. You know, so I have the same kind of elements, but the difference between me and Sabrina is, like, I know what I want. I'm very upfront. I'm very direct, you know, because I feel like people have the choice and they have the option to voice their opinion as long as we just work together as a team. So I definitely feel like we have the similar heart, but when it comes to making choices, I don't make any of the choices that the women make in the group, fortunately, because I was able to learn at this point. I was able to learn and get past that, you know, but there's so many people out here still trying to figure it out. And it doesn't matter how old you are. Life is not an age thing. It's just every lesson finds you at the right time. You know what I'm saying? So just remember that for your own personal journey. You don't have to feel pressured to quote unquote have it all together. That's the point of living, is to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But just taking those lessons and understand it. And I just feel like I love this show because you can see yourself being a facet of these women at some point. There's times we've broken promises to ourselves, promises to our friends. You know what I'm saying? We've done both of those things. And this is why, and this is why we can relate to it. And we're just really, really grateful that obviously you get to see protective hairstyles. You get to see, you know, full-figured women, brown-skinned women doing this kind of living and figuring outness.
Absolutely. So thank you guys so much. I will definitely be tuned in to the finale of Tyler Perry Sisters on Wednesday, April 29th at 9 o'clock on BET. I cannot wait to see who is popping bottles and cracking skulls.
Let's go. Y'all better turn Twitter up.
All right. Thank you, ladies. Have a great day.
Thank you, Shameika. Bye.